Geek! You're meant to be behaving! What the actual heck? Hello! Hand dancey times, oh my goodness. Black cat's staring at me. Finish the hand dance and then we can talk about floofs. Hello! How are y'all doings? Oh hi, oh hi, oh hi. Hello, Damon Umbra. Hi, Travis. Hey, Enigma. How doings? You distracted from the IRL shittiness? Yes. Understands. Okay, that with shenanigans and kitties! And kitty shenanigans, which is the best kind. Don't encourage Geek. She's already so tricky to keep control of being a cat. Actually, that's a lie. You don't control cats. That's not a thing. Speaking of, Black Cat's staring at me. Still. He's up on his tower, not on the top bit, but the second top bit. And he's just peeking over the little. He's just looking. So there's a paw, and there's a tail, and then there's just eyes. I'm staring into the void, and the void is staring back. Anyways, hi. How y'all doing? I have goodies. Yee, exciting. So, I have been good for the first. When did I do the order? Like 2 weeks ago. So, like for nearly 3 months. Nearly 3 months. I bought nothing. I bought notes, crafty goodies and things. I bought a couple of little like personal items and stuff, but like crafting things, I bought nothing. Not a darn thing. And then I did. Basically. But it's really good value stuff, and I'm gonna stick with that justification, so it's fine. His for it. I mean, if I was gonna be able to get a cat to do a cat dance, it'd be Tan Cat. He's slightly more amenable to that kind of shit, but not very much. And CC's and sour cream. I'm pretty sure you're having sour cream with basically everything at this point, Travis. Oh, can you imagine if a cat did that lot? Yes. There's a little part of me that's tempted to try it, and then the rest of me's like, I don't want my boys to hate me. So I'm not gonna. Tan Cat's already sulking with me because he's unfortunately gotten into a little bit of a habit of doing litter tray things not in the litter tray. And I happened to notice, I was like out here as opposed to, you know, in the bed office. I was out here and I happened to notice he was, yeah, behaving oddly, and I'm thinking, are you about to? Yeah, I think you are. And so I've literally just grabbed him and just chucked him into the bathroom where the litter trays are. Like, he went, you know, did the thing in the litter tray, but he's really fucking sulky with me about it. It's like, dude, you've been doing that for the first 13 and whatever years of your life. You can go back to doing that without being mad at me, that's fine. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways. Hi Dale, bye Dale. Have good sleeps. Shame that it's like it, be okay with it. I reckon if I was gonna have a thing, it'd be having Tan Cat just here, just belly rubs. Oh yeah, my nails. I have new colours. This is one of the new colours. When I said before that I'd bought like personal things, that's a yeah. New polish. I've forgotten what the colour's called. It's light green, and that's not usually the shade of green that I would go for. But I have a couple of the other colours in this like set. I think there's a full rainbow in this color thingy, possibly. I can't remember. I've got the blue and the purple anyway. But yes, I was doing an order anyway because I needed like more top coat and more base coat and other bits and pieces. And yes, this was one of the ones that I'd like bookmarked it. And I was like, oh, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? I was looking at the picture of it on the thing and I'm like, oh, I mean, I like it, but oh, I don't know. But I've put it up. I fucking love it. That's a great shade of green. Usually I'm more like emeralds and forests and stuff, but that's actually really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. But anyways, nails. So, crafty things. I did know this order was coming. I did know I put in the title surprise goodies, even I have no idea. I did order them. I knew they were coming. I knew they were going to be a thing. But what it was is that one of the stores that I buy from on AliExpress does a thing where they just chuck... I think these are in groups of 10. Like, I've got like multiple packets and stuff, so I think they've done groups of 10. Because I know that they offer... You can get like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and at like slightly better value the more you get. But they just 10 like just random. 10 just random of the things. And just sells it like that at a massive discount. Like, I think this entire pile came in at less than $100. Australian. Less than 100 Australian bucks. So like 60... It's 1.5, so it's like, yeah, 65 USD, whatever. For all of this. And there's so much. So I was like, yep, good deal. So while I do know that I've got packets of stamps and packets of dies, and then under there's a packet of stencils, I don't actually know what any of the patterns are. Because they literally just, like I said, chuck 10 of each there. They've got 5 categories? I know I bought 4 of the categories. I'm trying to remember if there's one that I ended up skipping. I think there was. I think there was one for like... Because there's this... These ones are dies. And then these ones were a separate thing for word dies, specifically. I think they had a category for background dies that I didn't end up getting. Because that was a bit pricier, so I was kind of like, eh. But anyway, so yeah, I've bought, you know, multiples of stuff. So it's just random. I don't know what any of them are, but I'm going to open them all up and have a look and find out. I'm excited. Hey kiddo, do you have a referral code for Throne? I do. I believe, yes. Do you still need one to get into it, or do they open it up now? Because I know that was a thing when I signed up for it. They had a waiting list, and although to be fair, I just ended up jumping on the waiting list, and I think I only waited about a week. But yes, I do. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'll have to go get it, but yeah. Ooh, an unboxing shirt. Yes, effectively. For me too, because like I said, I don't know what any of these are, so I'm intrigued. It's open, but I'm wondering if you get a kickback from me using yours. Ah, good point. I don't actually know. If you like, could you possibly send me a DM on Discord? Just so that I remember after stream, otherwise I forget. And, yes, I'll go look it up and send it to you. If it's still a thing. I'm assuming it's still a thing. DM it during bat. Yep. Yeah, if you could just send me yeah, like I said, just a quick Discord, yeah, just literally just like Throne code or something like that, just so that they don't forget to do that later. Okay. Let's have a look at, what do I want to start with? I think we'll start with the background dies. Well, not the background dies, the not wordy dies. I thought I was getting, I actually did 2 orders. I did an order with this store and I did an order with my regular store, Alina Craft. And I kept getting emails from AliExpress saying you've got combined shipping, and I was like, oh, okay, they've put them in the one parcel, which is something that they've done before. It's not a big deal. So I did think I was getting everything, and then I went to the post because I had the text message saying, you've got a thing at the post office. And so I went in and I saw the parcel and I thought, that doesn't look large enough to hold both orders. Because I know that the other order has got A4 sized stuff in it, so I was like, that doesn't... Yeah, it's only the one. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But anyways. I can't tell what the heck that's meant to be. Almost looks like ice skates, like a roller skate or something. Octopus. Aww, that's cute. It has two little pieces so that you can do like multicolored. Wait a minute. I probably shouldn't spend too much time on each of these because I've got so many, but and it's got a little cute little smiley face. Aww. This is just going to be like some amount of time of me squeeing, by the way. Hope we're here for that. I'm assuming we just kind of layer that behind there somehow, maybe? I don't know exactly what the alignment would be. Oops. I don't know, something like that. That's cute though. So what I'm kind of hoping made vague intention for this, apart from just, you know, the fact that it was such good value. I think they advertised it as like 70%. The heck? Oh, that would cut a window. I think they advertised it as being like 70% off what it would be worth to buy all the dies individually or all the stamps individually or whatever. Is like the variety of it. Because sometimes I get a bit like brain stuck in, like I go to these shops and I look at all their dies and I'm looking at all their like individual dies and stuff and it's like, I get a bit of decision paralysis. Whereas with this it's literally like, I had no choice about what any of these were. I was just like, yep, mystery bag, mystery bag, mystery bag, thank you very much. So that cuts that shape, but it doesn't have an outer cut border, so it's just going to cut holes. That's interesting. That'd make a cool looking little window on a card maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that this might like expand my creative horizons a little bit. Not quite sure what the deal is with that one. It looks like it's some kind of 3D. Like I can see there it's got, that's like a school line effectively. So is that meant to like stand up? I don't know. At some point I'll like go through and actually cut all these out of cardstock and like mess with them and work them out. I don't know about those pieces. That kind of looks like there that would like fold in as well, but I'm not quite sure how. I've forgotten the name of the wiggles. Oh god. Yep. Dorothy the dinosaur, Captain Feathersword, Henry? Is it Henry the octopus? Sorry. Ah, I shall have to watch that later. There's Octopus's garden animation. Cool. Captain Feathersword is the only one I remember. Yeah. That's, oh man, my nephew loves the Wiggles, and the thing I find funny about that is like 30 years ago when I was a kid, I loved the Wiggles. So like, what? Although they're not the same Wiggles anymore. Why am I opening this up? I didn't need to open this up. That's a nice like leaf sort of frame. Yeah, because that would cut that whole edge out. Why did I get that out of the packet? I don't know. Are those bits meant to be cut out? Are they? No, they would be still there, I would think. Extra leaves. They actually look like they'd probably go over the top of... Interesting. From the old Beatles cartoon back in the day. It is Henry? I remembered something. What? What? Excuse me while I keel over from the shock. Had a beverage. It was gloriously bad. To what, like it hasn't aged well, or was it bad even back then? Poinsettias. I fucking love poinsettias. Actually, wait, no, that's not poinsettias, that's holly. What am I talking about? That's a nice... Ooh, that would do like a border. Because it doesn't cut the edges out, it just cuts holes. Ooh, I like that. Christmas. It's never too soon. Mushroom! There's a little mushroom! Wait. Ah, there's a little mushroom. There's a little flower and a little leaf and whatever the heck that piece is. Oh, it's a ladybug! There's a ladybug! And there's a ladybug. And there's a mushroom and a flower and a... Aww! That'd make a cute little scene. It was bad even back then. Yes, it is. Yes, it can be too soon for Christmas. Tell me how you really feel, Umbra. I'm not sure I can tell from your use of all caps how you feel about Christmas. Now, what does this say? Oh, deck the halls. Yep, okay. It's backwards, so I had to it took me a second. Those snowflakes are pretty though. Dainty. I have far too many snowflakes for someone who's never seen one. Oh, that's a border. Oh, actually. That cuts a border. So if you had like a card base, just grab a card base. Not that one, because it's got stuff on. Oops. Oh, come on. So you'd use that to there, and it would cut this edge out. Because there's no other cut piece there. Oh, that's interesting. I've wanted to get those before, but they tend to be a bit expensive. And then that one, I guess you could you do a corner? Is that a right angle? It is, mostly. Mariah Carey gets screwed up. No, I'm with you on that one. I'll give you that. And I'm not even gonna try and sing a little bit. I don't. No. I'm really actually. One thing I will say about Christmas songs, there was one playing at the shops last year, and I actually really liked it. I hadn't heard it before, and I did not think to pull out my phone and Shazam it so that I could find out what it was. But I remember thinking that it was so nice to listen to that and not a fucking Mariah Carey song again. None of the Beatles said any of the voice for it. One guy kept saying into his American accent. Aww. Hadn't even been used yet. This coming weekend, yes. I'd say get your hot crust buns now, but let's be honest, they're available most of the year now, so... that's the thing. So yeah, that's an interesting looking sort of heart thing. I guess it's meant to look like threads that are overlapped, or like scribbles. That little one in the middle there isn't overlappy, but it does a couple of little hearts. That's cute. Would be good for Valentine's if I gave a crap about Valentine's. What's happening here? Oh, there. I'm going to put these back in the bag just so that I don't get them everywhere. Yeah, I didn't really notice that Easter was coming. I mean, I knew it was coming because the shops are full of Easter eggs, but like, I didn't look up what date it was. This is a retail worker and American Thanksgiving, yes. Well, oh man, if I ever get the opportunity to like be in the US while Thanksgiving's happening, I think that'd be cool. Just to see what that's like. I thought the audio was just a crisp. I'm sorry! There's plastic! I'm sorry. If it was up to me, there wouldn't be anywhere near this much plastic. Travis! 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 It's a dinosaur! I've got a dinosaur! Oh my god. Eee! Square background geometric thingamabob. Is that also meant to be a heart? Oh no, wait. Oh, it's a soccer net. I think. Yeah, I think that's intended as a soccer net. Oh, and that's soccer boots. Soccer balls, soccer boots, soccer net. Ah. We're probably never going to use that one. That's fine. Oh, that's a leg. I thought it was a grenade. Play too many FPSs. Yes, hang on. Let's bring this back up here so that we can reassess it. Where'd the edge go? There it is. So we've got dinosaur body, all right, and then that's the leg. If we turn it up that way, there we go. It's a dinosaur leg, and that's a little dinosaur arm. So yeah, so it's layers. You've got layers. You've got layers of dinosaur. Shall there be eggs? Not in that particular one, but I'm sure I could find a die that's egg-shaped. Now that one... What's going on with that one? I don't know whether you guys can tell the difference in the lines, but like these ones here are cut lines, and then these ones here that aren't as deep, they're score lines. Oh, it'd be a window! I just realised. Right, there's a cut line there. It'd be a window. These two pieces would like open out. Oh, that's cool. And you could put like put acetate on the back of that, make it look like it's got glass in it. And because that would cut that, it hasn't got an outer border, so it's not going to cut it as a frame. It's just going to cut it out of your cards. Oh, that's interesting. Have you seen the goodies that I have? Hello, Mama. How you doing? I have. I ordered well, several mystery bags of dies, different kind of dies, stamps, and stencils. And so now I'm just going through them to have a look at what they all are. That one seems to... I'm guessing that's... Actually, wait, no. I thought maybe there was some kind of like stars and stripes thing going on with the little banners, but I don't know why it would have the holes in. Not fully sure what was intended for that one. Half a dozen little stars and then these two strips. One with dots and one without. Something like that. Random oh, Halloween. Witch, Frankenstein... I don't know, some kind of ghoul or something. Meh. That was like my shop list pad? Wait, which one? Where from? AliExpress. The shop is called... It's not Elena Craft, it's the other one. Sci-Fun. CYFUN. Sci-Fun, I think it's called, I think the full name's like Sci-Fun Design Store, something like that. They do mystery grab bags of, they've got like separate categories, so like they've got, these ones are just dies, just random, like, shapes and patterns and stuff, so they have like these ones, and then they've got a separate section for dies that are words. That's those ones. I think they might have a section for dies for like doing backgrounds with, the big plate ones. But even with the discount they were pricier, so I think I skipped that one. Ah, lock and key, yes. Cute. So yes, they arrived this morning. I had the text message from the post office being all like, "You've got stuff at the post office," and I'm like, okay, cool. What on earth is this meant to be? And so I don't know what any of these are, because you literally just buy it, like, they just put random stuff in. Comes in bags of 10, and you can order multiples. Oh, it's an owl! Right. That would go with... Wait a minute. Oh, that'd be for doing an impression of. That would go in there. That'd go on the belly, wouldn't it? Yeah, that looks like it's got the same curve, so I think that would go there. I think? Or is that meant to be the head? That's not going to be that bit, is it? No, I don't think so. Not the same shape. That curve and that curve are the same, so that feels like a thing. You got the belly there. Was that all of the pieces? What do you use for the head? I notice we've got glasses, so it's a nerdy owl. That'd be its little beak. I'm kind of hoping that possibly the shop sells these individually, and I can maybe look up in their shop, you know, owl dye or something, and it'll come up with this. I'm guessing that must be eyebrows. I reckon. Eyebrows. Don't know what that's meant to be. Little foots. Don't fully know. Sort of get where they're going with it, but also not really. So yeah, hopefully I can just look up their shop and just see if they sell that on its own. I don't know whether they only put in the ones that they're not selling individually anymore. Flowers. Multi-layered sort of a flower. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. You do a thing like that, you do a thing like that. Now there's one I would actually use. Fuck yeah, that'd be pretty. You could do that with ink blending. Ooh, speaking of ink blending. There was another purchase that I made that did arrive like last week, but I haven't had the chance to like mess with it yet. What the heck? I mean, that looks like it's meant to be like a Christmas ornament sort of a thing. You've got the outline die, and then you've got the inside die doing the separate thing. No idea what this is intended for though. Cool. I hit the eyebrows. Yeah. You can use them in everything. I can just use everything. Just add them to just randomly just to everything. Christmas ornaments, eyebrows. Cat stamp, eyebrows. I was very nearly a bit tacky then. I was trying to go for something like... It's, you know... Christmas ornaments, cat face, and then... my brain jumped to sorry for your loss with eyebrows, and I'm like, no. Merry Christmas, eyebrows. Happy birthday with eyebrows, and of course, it's eyebrow hugs. I have a hugs die. I have a die that cuts out the word hugs, and we could put eyebrows. Yes. Yes. Cypher with the good ideas. See, now I'm wondering, it's because there's a website called Design Bundles, and they do some cool... Oh, that's the one I just took off there. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, why is there an extra plastic bag there? I'm kind of wondering now whether they've got like a bundle that has like all different kinds of eyebrows, and then I could cut them out of my Cricut. That'd be funny. Okay, what do we got? Does it say hip hip hooray? It does! Oh, I've got one that says hip hip hooray. I wonder if I could repurpose it. Hip hip replacement. I need to, like, I literally just said I have a Cricut. I could design whatever I wanted and cut it out on my Cricut. I don't need this. I could design my own stuff, but I don't know. I want to make birthday cards now that say hip hip replacement. Nobody's gonna get it except us, but you know, that still amuses me. Anyway, it's fine. Is that Christmas? Merry Christmas? Yes. You know, I'm looking at that one and I'm thinking I might have it already. Or if I don't, I've got one very similar. I think I've got one that's got like the block text and then the scripty bit. That's fine. The heck is going on here? I've got like it's multiple pieces. There's like a shirt on a stick, and a graduation hat on a stick, and a star on a stick. Congrats. That one says congrats. Can't tell what this one says. Oh, always and forever. There we go. So I'm guessing like baby graduation? For, you know, all of those times you need a card for when your baby graduates. Let's go get the sound cream. Hey! I bet your digestive tract is being like, oh, thank fuck. Can you import hand-drawn stuff in the Cricut? If so, I will draw and send you your various eyebrow set. Yes, you can. Yeah. Yes, you can. If you just make it, wait, like when you say hand-drawn, do you mean literally pen and paper, or are you talking like digitally done? Because the easiest way to import stuff into Cricut is as just a plain black and white, well, like black with transparent background, it's SVG file, because then it'll just like read those edges and it'll cut that out. So, yeah. That just says birthday, but it's got a shadow, so that's kind of nice. I like ones with shadows, gives it depth. Pen and paper, but I can scan them in. I mean, if you need to, you can like send them to me and I can do it. Up to you. That one's What's going on there? Like, I can see it says thank you, but why have we got... Oh, that cuts it out. Oh, right. Okay, so what that's doing is it's cutting out the holes in between the letters, but there's no actual border on that die. You have to do it. You have to add an extra die, but it gives you 2 options. That's kind of nice. Cool. Is that meant to be Amor? A-M-O-R? I think so. Oh, none of these are in English. Hang on. Because I just noticed that one says holla. Gracias. Got no idea on that one. Let's see. Maybe? Something M-P-L? O? N with a thingy. I got no idea on that one. And then fleas. Don't know that I would ever actually use those just because I think probably most of the time I'd forget I have them. Although that applies to all the dies I own, so whatever. Trick or treat. Another Halloween one, which again, meh. No, see, I say meh, like, the die's fine. It's just, like, A, we don't do Halloween here anyway. And B, anyone who does, like, we don't send cards. And I think we've brought this up before because we've been talking about it. Like, you don't really do, like, Halloween cards, really, do you? That's not a card kind of a holiday. This fortnight I must have samples for 13 kilograms of condensed milk if they're... Holy shit. What on earth are you going to do with 13 kilos of condensed milk? It's Spanish for bushy eyebrows. Fantastic. Fantastic. Happy something? What's this one? Oh, Happy New Year. Yep. I wish they wouldn't put the stickers. Like, I get they need the stickers, but at the same time, it's like, get out of the way. Could they not have put it somewhere a bit more subtle? Yes, Happy New Year. Kind of another thing that I wouldn't probably bother to send cards for. It's more a scrapbook than a card, that's true. Not everything is for card making. What's this one? These are little ones. Winter. Season. Joyful. Can't tell what this one's meant to be. H. Something. Is it A? See, that's EA, so like... What the fuck is that meant to be? That looks like a U. H-A-U-E-A. What? No. Let's see if I can... I've got a scrap piece cardstock here. I wonder if I can just... I can't push that in hard enough. I would need to actually run it through my machine and I can't be bothered. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Well, the other three are definitely Joyful Winter Season. Oh, have a! It's a V. I've just realised that they're separate. I've only just realised the E and the have a. There we go. That's why I couldn't figure out what it was. Have a joyful winter season. There we go. Got there eventually. Eat it, it's fresh, it's free, fast, you see it, so yeah, but like, there's only so much you can do with condensed milk. 13 kilos, that, like, what? Why am I taking this out of the packet? Be merry. So it's going to be one of those, like, swanky folding ones. So, like, the whole outer edge would cut. And then the actual, so like these bits in here, the edge of the E, all of these bits, that would actually cut. And then, like, this line here, for example, would be, like, it wouldn't cut. You just fold it on that line because it's not as deep. Kind of want to try that out. Ooh, doesn't fit on a card front. That's annoying. Or was it just that particular piece of cardstock I had? Oh yeah, it's just that piece of cardstock. Okay, cool. I kind of want to do it. I told myself I wasn't going to actually test any of the dyes in the thing because otherwise I'd be here all day, but I kind of want to see what this looks like, so... There's bunches of stuff you can do with condensed milk. There is a linky. See, but 13 kilos. Jared up, share with fam and neighbours. You're a neighbour, right quick. I mean, technically. According to every Australian, every other Australian is just down the road. That cut out. That cut very cleanly. I'm happy with that. Like all the little bits are on the mat still. I was going to replace that mat. I went to the craft shop last week. I think. Yeah. Because I know that they sell A5 cutting mats. And it turns out an A5 cutting mat is the perfect size to fit on my die cutting machine. And I went to where the where the mats are, and they didn't have any of the A5 size. Much sad. Now I'm guessing, yeah, that'd have to be that way. That'd be there. Feels a little bit tricky to, like, fold the bits without getting creases anywhere else. But I think that'd be, there we go. That way, there we go. Like that, I think. Hopefully I've got everything in the right direction. There we go. That's cute. And so you'd probably actually want to put that on the inside of the card, I would think. So you'd have your card base and then you'd have that like glued in there. So you'd have it like that. And then when you go to open the card, shkabam! That's cool. I like that. Okay. I think that for that bag. I don't know why I'm putting them back in the bags. I'll have to sort them out into their categories later, but keeping them neat. Can I be Pippin instead? Yes. Pipwin works way better than Merrywin. Actually, they both kind of work. Yeah, both kind of work. Hi, Simon! How doings? I have goodies, Simon. I have goodies. I have shiny goodies. You totally could. Technically, you're a bit tall, but so was I'm not going to be able to think of his name now, am I? The guy who played Gimli. If I had a nice cipher of sugar. Ah, my brain went there, but I wasn't going to say anything. Oh no. Anyways, hi Salmon, how doing? Do you want me to say thank yous? Yes. Isn't he like 6'1" or something? Like he's really, really tall. Christmas? With a little like stitching line. I wonder if that's intended to like pop up. I wouldn't have thought so, but yeah. Oh, awesome. Literally, that's awesome. Because they're backwards, sometimes they take a second to thing, and then and you might have noticed me going like this. It's because I'm like tracing the letters out. Helps the brain meats. And ew! Still playing chauffeur, so I need to take going to work in about 10 minutes. You're doing a good job, Sandman. 6'1" at time of lecture for me. Did we really need to specify at the time of? Like, unless your legs get cut off or something, your height's really not going to change drastically. Has he shrunk? Also, chicken casserole is ready, like an hour early. Snacks! I'll be right over. I have no idea what this says. No, it's definitely that way. That's an H. Is that meant to be an O? Oh no, that's not an H, it's an F and an L, it's flowers. That's flowers. That's... guessing that's a G. A... N? Oh no, garden. It's garden. Flowers, garden. I think that's just my. Yeah. My garden, my flowers. Okay. I guess I could make a card for Hana. I mean, he's probably shorter when he's sitting. I mean, aren't we all? Technically? Maybe the thing that happens in the ice usually when it's cold. And as they age. Yeah, garden and flower. Because that one was quite scripty, so I was kind of like, which of those lines is actually letters and which of them is just flourish? Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. They're actually quite... they're two separate dies. Yep. Hey now, lol. What? I didn't call out anybody in particular, I just made a general, broad statement. My garden, my flowers, your buddies if you find them. Oh no. Holiday? That's very, that looks like it's going to be very, like, graffiti. Looks like it's been spray painted on a wall. That reminds me, Sam, of that, there's like a... I think it's intended as a joke, but I don't know, maybe it's not, I don't know. There's a guy whose son's in jail and he's going to do his garden, but usually the son does the, like, turning of the soil, and he, like, writes a letter to the son and is like, oh, you know, I'm getting ready to do the garden, it's such a shame not having you here this year to, you know, help and blah blah blah, and the son writes back a letter, you know, oh, don't mess in the garden, that's where I buried the bodies. And so the cops come out and they're digging everywhere and sonar and blah blah blah, and, you know, they don't find anything, and the dad's like, what the fuck? And the son's like, well, I couldn't help you dig the garden, so I did the next best thing. I mean, it kind of works. Good. Can't tell what's going on here. Oh! Good luck. Right. It follows up there. So that actually follows the... Oh, that's cool. That's one that you'd cut on an edge, because there's no cut line down here. So you'd have to cut that like that, for example, and then this part would remain intact just with all the bits cut out, and then this bit would be cut off. Let's do it. Just because I want to see what it's going to look like. Plus I'm kind of intrigued by the letters. Ones that are kind of overlapping there like that. Like the die looks weird, but probably the die cut will look good. Cutting mat is so warped. Get those out of the way. Let's get that stack of stuff out of the way so they can get my... I have a bowl that doesn't match any of the other bowls that I own. I've made it into a rubbish bowl. So we can actually see it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. My particular piece of cardstock was a tiny little bit too long, so I had to like tear the bit where it's like cut off. But that's actually, yeah, that's really pretty. It just took me a second to work out the second word, just because it's like the L comes all the way up like through there. The U's over there, C comes around, and yeah. On the die it was a little bit hard to visualize, but now that I see it there it's like, well, that's obvious. Oh, I really do too. That's really pretty. And it cut beautifully. Good quality dyes. Sometimes it can be a little bit hit and miss with AliExpress. Just, you know. Because they're cheap, but unfortunately they can be cheap for a reason, so... But yeah, I kind of want to... I think that'd look really good with some ink blending. I think if I did ink blending on the background, and then maybe cut this out of white, depending on what colours I ink blended with, and just have that over top, I think that would look really good. Interesting. And that's if I had seen a listing for that on the shop, or from that person's shop, I probably wouldn't have bought it. Not because it's not pretty or anything like that, like it's totally pretty, but I just would have gone, oh, I'm probably not really gonna, you know, might not be something that I'd use, but like now that I have it, I probably will. So, yes. Put that back in its bag. Something like a dye like that, I don't really need to keep it in its bag, but because I own a lot of dyes and I keep them all in the same box, I put them back in their bags so they don't catch on the other ones. Good quality dyes, the name of my self-going biography. I'm good with a shiny background. Oh yeah, nice metallic something. Ooh, black die cut on like a holographic kind of background. That could look really good. Plus the other thing is too, like, as I've repeatedly mentioned, I've got a Cricut. And so not just, like, I'm looking at these and thinking, like, these will make cool things, but also it's, like, getting ideas going in me brain of stuff that I could maybe work out myself. Because I think that kind of design would look really cool in other sentiments. Trick or Treat, that's another Halloween one. Congratulations, I think. Yeah, congratulations. And... oh boy. Oh, with love. It's 2 words. It's throwing me off because it looks like it's connected. It is connected. That one says with love. No idea what that other one's meant to be. Oh wait, is it a vertical one? It is! It is a vertical one. L-O-V-E. Cool. I've only got a couple of vertical ones. That'll be handy. Very nice. Bye, Salmon. Drive safe. I'm really intrigued by that good luck one. That's certainly stewing in the brain pan. Stamps? Now I don't believe that this seller does any stamp and die sets, so I think these are just all going to be standalone stamps, which is totally fine. You are my greatest adventure. Cute. That's tiny. Tiny little stamps. What do they say? Congrats. Happy birthday to the happy couple. Let's celebrate. That's cute. They look like they're meant to go on a little, like a banner shape. I would go anywhere with you. Or they almost look like Christmas ornaments. If you picture that as the hanging point, and that's like coming down as a interesting little flowers. A new beginning every spring, even from an old tree. Pretty. That is a whatever the heck that's meant to be. On a bicycle. I can't tell what animal it's meant to be though. Like it's wearing a scarf. Generic floof. It's a mouse. It's a mouse with huge ears and a little bouquet of flowers. In an endless garden of flowers, I will always pick you. Aww, that's cute. Those ones look like they've come from the same like designer. It's a lemonade stand with the sentiment "You're one in a melon." Ah, cute. Oh, I do appreciate a pun. What's some A4 magnetic? Ooh! Oh, where did you get them from? If you don't mind me picking your brain. Because I've been looking for those as well, and I don't know. Because I know that a lot of the American people recommend getting you can get covers for like air vents. Magnetic sheets, and you just like plonk them on the air vent, and like they've been recommending those because you can get them kind of cheaply, but like we don't really do air vents here. So like, yeah. I looked them up on Amazon and I don't think that they were any cheaper than, you know. A cheap shop, fair enough. Right, it looks like a bunch of different eyebrows. You seem to be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Stuck. Not stuck. I was going to say infatuated, and then I realised that's absolutely not the word. We seem to have eyebrows on the brain today. I'm not saying that's bad, it's just, you know, an observation. $3? Oh, snap. Is that like per sheet, or...? Because even that's not bad. This looks like it's meant to be a layering stamp. Sending warm hugs, you are the sweetest, I love a beautiful friendship, note of thanks. But then... So like that's a solid stamp there, that stamps all of the background. And then it looks like these are meant to stamp into there somehow maybe, or are they separate? I can't tell. I don't know, I'd have to get them out and have a play with them, I think. I don't know whether these three pieces are intended to go with that or not. Doesn't look like it because the shapes are wrong. Although actually if you turn that one around that would fit in there, so maybe that is for that. I'm trying to look at like this shape and like these shapes and think how they fit into here, and they don't all fit, but some of them might. See, that kind of, like if you flip that over, that kind of looks like it'd do maybe this one, that one, and this one? I'm wondering if maybe a couple of these shapes are meant to be outside of this area. I don't know. Interesting. And flowers. Ooh. Quite like that leaf sprig actually. I know that's not the point of this set, but that one's kind of fun though. I feel like, ooh, actually, they would be good for colouring in, I feel like. It was like alcohol markers or something like that. I think they'd look cool. It's per sheet. That's still not bad though. Because yeah, like I was saying, I did have a bit of a look on Amazon, but they didn't seem appreciably cheaper than anywhere else, really. That's clearly the same set as the other one, because that's also a big-eared mouse. Except that one's got like goggles on. It's a mouse with aviator goggles. Carrying a heart? Oh! The sentiment is you stole my heart. It's meant to be like a mouse burglar. Only today. Today and whenever he sends me the file of eyebrows to cut out. Just those 2 days. Thinking what started as a kind of funny joke and beating it to death. I'm still amused. Now I'm looking at each one and thinking, ooh, eyebrows. It's all Cypher's fault. Gosh dang it. Are they meant to be? Are they, what's happening there? Guinea pigs or something? What floof are you meant to be? I almost feel like that's like some kind of like hedgehog or something. I realize it's got a blanket on, but like, what were they going for when they designed it? You know what I mean? Together is a beautiful place to be. No. Ooh. We've got a wreath, and then we've got like the inner part of the wreath. Wreath ball? I like the wreath though. Would be good for that sea thing that it's too early to mention. Shh. Little bears and non-English sentiments. Is that German? I think so. Ich liebe meine Mama. I love my mum. The bears are pretty cute though. Doggos! Oh my god, we got doggos. They're Halloween ones. They're Halloween doggos. Sure. That's kind of pretty. That's very like stained glass kind of pattern. Oh no. So I looked at the stained glass bit there, and then I looked at this bit here, thinking that it would be like, that's the combination would go together. That's the wrong yaw. So that's clearly, that's not going to go together. It's okay to not be okay. I'm not quite sure under what context I would put that on a card, but it just, I don't know, it feels right somehow. Mission accomplished, quirky sick eyebrows everywhere now. I'm gonna end the stream later and like to go to the bathroom please, and just there's the mirror and I'll be like, ooh, eyebrows. Ah. Happy holidays. That'd be a good one, just like, because that's gonna fill the entire front of a card. Yeah. That'd be a good one if I ever needed to like mass produce for some reason. I feel like that would look good in embossing powder. Merriest wishes. Simple. Cat. 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 Thank you. I also do wedding birthdays and bat mitzvahs. Don't forget to tip server. Don't forget to petition for a living minimum wage so nobody has to tip anymore. There you go. Fixed it for you. I do like the sentiment. Merriest wishes, that's cool. And obviously I like the cat, but I'm very biased. Oh my goodness, that is a heck of a mustache. Season's greetings from our home to yours. Candy canes. See, again, like, I'm looking at those two and I'm thinking they're cute, but, like, am I gonna use them? I don't know. Maybe I need to, like, push myself more. This is another one that's not in English, although I am quite liking this frame. That's pretty. Yeah, I'd probably use that frame. Is that little bit in there separate? It is. There's a little like heart thing with like wreathy bits. I'd use that. And the little flowers in the vase. I just, it's, you know, it's not that I have anything against the non-English sentiments, but like, I don't speak anything other than English, so like, it's almost like it feels a little bit wrong for me to use them. It's probably not, but like, that's kind of where my brain goes with it. It does! I think it'd be really cute just to like colour that little bit in, the little bit of the flowers. The little, I'm assuming they're roses. Did I already open this one? No. Yeah, I agree, but I waited tables for and lived on tips back then. The only wage was until the start of the day, 2:30 an hour. Yeah. No, you're right, it is. And if the tips don't make up the minimum, then the employer has to make up the minimum, blah blah blah, and there's all these rules and asterisks and stuff, and it's just like, or you could just pay everybody equally. That thing. I saw a, I forgot what subreddit it was on, but I saw a thing the other day where somebody posted a sign that was up in it was an ice cream shop, I think? And they had a sign up saying why tipping's not a thing at their shop, like they don't do it. And they were talking about how, you know, obviously their workers like make way more money in summer than they do in winter, because like that's when ice cream is popular. And they did make some references that I'm gonna skip mentioning, not because I don't want to mention them, I just sort of don't really want to get into it. Politics. But yes, I just found that really interesting, and I hope that more places get on board with that. Hard choice. Rice cooker or one of the house flipper deals. Ooh. I mean, people have lived for thousands of years without rice cookers, so... Because, you know, they haven't lived thousands of years without a house flipper DLC. I would just say, you could cook rice without, you know, you have a stove, you have a pot, carry on. I might be slightly biased, though, towards the games. Celebrities. You deserve the 5-star celebrity treatment. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using that one. Ooh. Layering set. You are so lovely. Oh, it's all stitches! Ooh. It's all like... Can you guys see that? It's all like zigzaggy. It's meant to look like stitches. It's meant to look like embroidery. Ooh, I like that one. I want to try that out. Because it looks like I can see these two pieces go together. I'm assuming this is meant to fit in here. So you've got like inside and outside. Those bits go together. That's just an extra leaf. That'll be a flower center. So I'm assuming, oops, some combination of like those ones is how that layers. That looks like it might be, actually that might be its own flower, so it might just be these three pieces that are meant to overlap. And then that's the center there, I'm assuming. And then just another flower. Ooh, might have to try this one. I do plan on attempting to make some cards today. I'm just, you know, a bit distracted. But I like the look of that one. Cat! Cat! It's a cat! And it's got a heart balloon tied around its tail! Oh my god! There's a cat! Eee. Sorry. Was the craft, is it new? There is no craft happies. Hi Jade! How doings? Christmas. There's a Christmas cat. With a little bird on its noggin. Singing the carols. Aww. That's a cute one, I like it. Bats! Happy birthday. Got the little stand thingy, it's got the little hanging one. Ah, that's cute. Let's do one with birds. Hey Buxton! How doings? Weird deja vu thing I need to talk about. Weird deja vu thing. I know the timing, right? Halloween. Meh. Maybe it was the universe being all like, well, you were talking about it. That's creepy timing, though. So that's clearly Christmas. But like separate Christmas elements. So like, I'm guessing ornament. What's going on with this one? I think that's meant to be a bird. Body and wings and tail and legs. Different layers of hat. Those two look like they go together. That's like the berries that goes on the thingy. Little steamy bits for the coffee, I don't know. It's a lot of separate parts. Ooh. It's bees! It's like a beehive and it's got bees. It says bee extraordinary. What's with the bees? Is that like just the in thing at the moment? I feel like it's everywhere. Everybody's doing a bee-inspired things. That one also looks like it'd fill up the front of a card. It does. You'd only just be able to fit that and the sentiment though. Well, I'm not sure. This might be the wrong size of card. Cute though. Christmas. Most wonderful time of the year. It was the night before Christmas. I like that one. Big tree. Although it doesn't look... Yeah, I don't think the text is actually like properly horizontal. I think it's slightly on a slant. Which is fine, but it did throw my eyeballs off for a second then. That's definitely use that one. Love Christmas. And then that's That reminds me of the other one that kind of looked like baubles. Although not as much. That almost looks like it's meant to be like... That could be the pendant and you'd do 2 of those and they'd be the earrings. Kind of feels like that's where they were going with that. I'm gonna leave that one out. Because I do have the inks. That's the other... I did 2 purchases on AliExpress. This one and my Alina Craft one. And then I did do an order from... I forget what website it ended up being from. It's not one of my regular ones. But I wanted to get new dye inks. Because the Simon Hurley ones are fine, but they're pissing me off. So... have acquired new inks. So I can totally use those for these ones. We can do some layers and stuff and find out what's happening. That will be cool. But I have one more thing to check out before I do that. Oh yeah. Light green. I'm actually really loving this colour. I don't usually go for light greens like this. I'm usually a it's usually an emeralds and forests kind of kidder, but it's quite nice. I like it. Mint Mojito. I think that's how that's pronounced. Hey Oz! Have you completed the workies? I've been on the phone. I was wondering, do you want me to buy a couple of sheets and post it? Aww! I appreciate that. Don't stress though. I'll look it up more and see if I can get them anywhere. I do appreciate the thought though. It's pet size and scratches his belly. Oh my god, so much plastic! I mean, I get it, and they didn't even like... They didn't even seal them, they didn't even take the stuff off. Recce's complete. I could definitely go for that right now. Heck yes. Otherwise, get back to me. Yes! I'm gonna... Wait a minute, I'm gonna write it down. Where's my thingy? Where are my post-its? Where are my post-its? Bugger. Scrap paper? Scrap paper, scrap paper. Fuck knows I have plenty of that. Just need a little bit. There were jangles. Hold that thought. Wait a minute, there's a die in here? Why is there a die in here? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my god, hold on. I have no idea why those are in there because they don't belong in there. There were jangles. It was Oz! Oz with the gift subbage. Thank you so much, Oz. You're some sauce. Gift subbage to Betty and gift subbage to Jade Dagger, please. Thanks, Oz. Sweet. Hey, Dumbab. Did you do resin last Friday? I was out for day night with my son for a late birthday dinner. I did. I haven't showed that off on stream yet. I haven't demolded them. They're still in the box. I could finish looking at these and then do that. I think he's Oz. I'm good, just waking up and doing breakfast things. Just starting work for an earlier 7:30. Oh, ew. If you did, we'll have to check it out. Yes. It's over on... I mean, the VOD will still be there for a bit. Because I think I've got... I think it's 2 weeks. Otherwise, I do export them over to YouTube if you ever need to, like, catch an older one. Seems you mighty have been shopping. Just a little bit, yes. There's a AliExpress store that I've bought from before, so I'm generally happy with their quality and customer service and all that kind of stuff. They do mystery bags, so they'll just chuck 10, just like 10 stencils or 10 dies or 10 stamps or whatever into a bag, and you can buy multiples of 10. And I bought a bunch. So I knew that these were coming. I knew that I was going to have them. I just don't know what any of them are because it's, yeah, mystery bag. So now I'm just going through all of them, just having a bit of a sticky beak to see what all of them are. Have been quite intrigued by some of them, actually. It's a case of some of the, like, there's some of them that I've looked at them and I'm going, oh, well, I'm never going to use that, which is fine. Some of them I looked at them and gone, oh, that's really cool, I could use that for da-da-da-da-da. Fully knowing that if I had seen that item in their shop, I probably wouldn't have bought it for myself. But now that I have it, it's kind of like, ooh, what can I do with that? So, yeah, it's interesting. Been up as late as you've been straight. Ah, dang it. No, leave the crime in its prison. It's imprisoned! It's imprisoned in the resin. Okay, thank you. Yeah, no worries. Not so bad, really. What kind of taste is in vanilla? Ah, nice. That's that glitter bombs for a certain cheek fat. No glitter bombs! No! No glitter bombs! Bad baddie. Guys have been buying craft loot boxes. I go, well, kind of, yes. In a sense, in a way. Ooh, that's pretty. Flowers. I should put, wait a minute, I need a piece of cardstock so that I can actually see these better. I was kind of hoping I might have a dark piece in vicinity, but I don't. What have I got in here? Oh, that'll do. Is that dark enough? Oh, that's a bit... I was really hoping I'd just have like a spare black piece of cardstock hanging around, but not within arm's reach. What's in my scrap bag? Oh, hang on. Is that black? Hey! There we go. There we go, now we can actually see them. That's way better. Pretty flowers. Sort of geometric-y looking, kind of. Pineapples. That's very weddings. Wedding cake, champagne. Those that hearts is cute. Kind of wish I had a stencil with that all over. Tiny little hearts. That'd be cute. Cypher! They're mustaches, but we can totally pretend. Because that was the first thought I had when I saw it. Yes. Oh, the glitter! That's where the little geek's money is going. No! Whatever isn't being spent on rent and bills is being hoarded the fuck out of. Except for this. Obviously. Flamboyant potato. Wait a minute. What? Flamboyant potato? Sure. Sure? Ooh. That's cool. That would cover, like, most of a background. Ah. I feel like that would be a cool, like, you could ink blend, like, start in the center, ink blend out a little bit, and then, like, bring a separate color in and, like, blend it. Ooh, that's interesting. More flowers. Nice. What kind of... I should just keep that piece of card out there. See, the thing is, that's not going to cut, like... You can't use the whole thing on an A2 sized card. US A2 sized card. You wouldn't get most of the flowers though, so that kind of works. More flowers. Oh, that one's got a bird in. That's got a nice, like, I know we can't really see the actual bird very well, but there's a bird sitting on a branch. That's pretty. Would fit across. Wait, how big is this piece of paper? 4 1/4. Yes, that's a hard base size. That's not gonna fit. You have to do it that way. Actually, it would fit that way, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. Cool. And you could just play with. Oh, I know. I know. I just yeah. That's my own insecurities about stuff showing through there. That's not you. It's all good. Butterflies! Butterflies. Again with the, like... I mean, they're intended as 6x6 stencils, so it's fine. Oh, what does this say? Curious sea creature. It's a kraken. And like mermaid, like fish scale. Fish scale. Under what circumstance would I use that curious sea creature? Because, like, I want to. I like the font and stuff. Thank yous for the follow, much appreciates. Ooh, Christmas! Ornaments! Except I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it needs to come with, like, detail. Somehow, you know what I mean? Like... That's the branch, and they could hang off of the branch, but like these need a pattern on. Kind of makes me wonder whether or not there's intended to be a second piece to that has the patterns in. I mean, I could whip something up. Have the 8 months stay in resources this thing as usual. Ah, do you have noms that you can have? Hey, Galara, how doings? I bought things. I was naughties. But now I'm just going through them and finding out what they are. Which sounds odd out of context. I bought a couple of mystery bags. Packets? Sets. Whatever. Yes, mystery thingies. From AliExpress. So I knew that they were coming, and I knew that I was getting them, all that kind of stuff. I just don't know what all of the patterns are. So I'm having a squiz. But yes, how are you doing? How are you good? Sorry for all the crinkly plastic noises. That's very, like, black and white flag. Like racing flag. Pebbles. Cool. Little, I don't know, oval Easter egg. That could be an Easter egg. Mandala. Islands I found, and they have magnetic sheets and envelopes 724 or 10 sheets for it. Ooh, there we go. I shall have to look at their order again. Their store again. Order again? Words. That's cool. Yeah. Warped chessboard. Ooh, yes. Maybe a little lucky debating I can rotate a bit forward. No, totally, fair enough. Do it. Do it. Flowers. Vines. Leafy vines. Interesting. Trees. Sort of. All over kind of background thing. That's actually kind of cool, I like it. Just to give it a little bit extra texture. Ooh, that's a nice one. Flowers. And just an all over kind of a zigzaggy kind of a deal. Actually, no, they're not zigzags, are they? No, they're not. They're V shapes. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. And then bamboo. Mac and cheese and peanut butter. I worries about your bub. Wants you to get enough noms. Wants everybody to get enough noms. Start another mosaic opportunity. I love doing them so much. Sweet! Good, do it. Last one. Another all over flower one. Nice. Ooh. That one's got like border edges. Border edges. Wow. I do words good. Ooh, holly. Yes. Although it'd be a bit of a pain to try and do it like separate, like the berries and the leaves. That's the kind of pattern that'd be good as two separate stencils. So you could do one all in red and one all in green and it'd just like line up. I could probably make... I have stencil film somewhere. I could design something myself. Spots with zigzags. To random stripes. Actually, I'll give that one a little bit more credit than I was initially gonna, because what you could do is do the one and then like shift it over and do a different color, because that space would fit into that space, so you could like, it could act as both a stencil and a mask. Ooh. That's trippy. Although it does actually look like that the pattern on the outside and the pattern here does actually follow on. Yeah, it does. Let's cross that down. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. They've just taken that kind of donut and just kind of twisted it. That's actually really cool. Huh. Christmas! Well, actually no. That wouldn't technically have to be Christmas. But that's the first thing that came to mind, so... That's a cool one. And then alphabets. Which, like, sounds weird, but I probably wouldn't use them. Like, I don't really want to have to fuck around and get each of the letters individually. If I was going to have a thing that I was going to stencil that had words, I would like make a stencil of the word. So, the fonts are pretty though. Okay, that's everything. No, just bamboo print. Bamboo prints everything. I'll totally get out the ones that have birds on. Bamboo background and birds in the front. Send it to Birdie. Glue and a silver glitter. Might wait for that. Ooh. TV chest pad. Yes. Oh, you know what else you could do? You could totally turn it into like almost like a, not quite a gingham, but like a, yeah, because you could have lines one way and then like shift it over and then mask and you have the other way. And then you could turn it 90 degrees and have it running the other way. I know Eureka, I does. Because it cares about you and stuff. Can't be easy to line up. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Like, and as well, because the letters are so close to each other, every letter you'd have to like, because I don't have small like detail blending brushes. I've got blending foams, like these ones, the big blending foams. Or I do have a brush set, but they're also quite large compared to the size of the letter. It's about the same size. So you'd have to mask off every single letter in order for it to not run over the other bits. So it just, I don't know. Like I said, if I had a word I needed to stencil, I would want just a stencil of the word. Not to have to like make it up from the other stuff. But that's just thinking out loud. You could do an alphabet background. I could do an alphabet background. And I could totally... Oh, actually, I could use all three of them and, like, do one in one direction and another in another direction in a different colour. Overlap them all. Cut them out ahead of time, but if a word has to do the same as that. Yeah, and that's it. Plus, they're so close together on the actual thing that it's going to leave, like, almost no border. Or just, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go on a break. Because I need to stand up and stretch and have beverage and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have a break. When I come back, I'm gonna bring out the resin things that I did last week and see if we can demold them. And then, I'm gonna mess with the inks. And the stamp. That's my thinking. We shall see. Can I allow myself to do that? Yeah. If I could come over and hug your burb, I totally would. Free the glitter. No, don't free the glitter! We have trapped it in the resins so that it can't escape. I'll keep checking out that store. Why did you tell me about it? Because I'm a bad influence. And then the other one that I have ordered from that it hasn't turned up yet, but I've bought from them for like half a dozen times before. Should be that one. There we go. That's the other AliExpress store that I buy from, Melina Craft. She has good stuff. All her own design and things. I think she has a couple of people that work with her that design stuff as well, but yeah. All of her own stuff. I would suggest not subscribing to her YouTube channel because it means you'll get a YouTube video every time she releases new products, and that makes you want to buy stuff. Ask me how I know. Anyway. Okay, a break now, bye. Sorry, I didn't mean to take that long. I'm sorry. Hello. Hi, returns. I was trying to do 27 different things at once and none of them were involved with taking an actual break. I'm gonna have to take off that. I gotta see some. Bye, Clara! Don't know if they're still here or not, but bye! This is here again, Miss Will, if you're heading that way. Yeah, welcome back, thank you. All goods, welcome back. I returns. So, I don't know whether Damon Umber is still up and about and around and stuff, but I did try and find the thing. It's, the throne thing? I don't know that it's a thing anymore. The referral. I don't know. I don't know whether there's a specific thing or whether or not you can just use, because I've got, mine's just quirky. Throne.com/quirky, I think that's the thing. Because I wanted it to cover both Geek and Creates, I didn't want to have to manage two of them. So I do wonder if it's that, but I don't... I tried googling it, I tried to look at the FAQ, I couldn't find it, I don't know. Not quite sure if that's the right thing, so... Anyway, that's that. But I did go get the resin things, so we can have a look at those now. You're not doing my browsing well. Keep shopping! Do it! Do it. No, don't. Well, no. If you can. Don't overextend yourself. But yes, I have resin things. I'm going to show off the resin things, and then I'm going to go stamping with that stitchy one, because it's adorable. But yes, I'm hoping, since I'm pretty sure most of these, I should not be removing these with my nails, because most of these we did the nail polish thing, just to see whether or not that would work. Ooh, did it settle? Is that what happened there? We've got a very distinct line on that one in the thing. Just need to get that. I need what do I need? I need a pokey tool, but like not one that's gonna stab it. Oh, wait, might have it. Every single time I've used this mold, I've always struggled with it. You can get, like, if you get a little bit of soapy water, and just kind of wiggle that in there, it kind of helps. But I didn't do that, because I was trying to rush back to the stream after I took too long on the break, so... it's fine. Do I have pliers here? I do have pliers here. Let's use those. Because I'm sure this is good for the mold. More AliExpress purchases though, so they were cheap, it's fine. Why did I start with this one? There we go. Ooh, purple. So much stuff I need and what colour the pages I want. Sweet. I'm quite happy to be a bad influence. Now that's gone really quite trippy. I can see a little bit, like if you look in there, down in there, that the purple and green has like settled on the top there, and then it's also, I don't know how well we can see it, Kind of need a piece of white paper that's thin. There we go. So we can sort of see how it's like the glitter is settled, and then like because it would have been like this was where at the top. So you can see where all the glitter's settled, and then like it's just gotten thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner until we got to back here where unfortunately the resin is not particularly clear. It's kind of a bit yellowed. So that part's a bit unfortunate. It would have looked cool if it had have set clear, but that resin is old and has started yellowing. But that's okay, I'll just use that myself. I actually have a couple of them already. I've got one here. I was doing a West Coast Eagles thing and I had a bunch of leftover blue and gold, so I just did that. I guess we have a Dockers one now. Appropriate then that it's kind of shit. Does have transparency to it? Yeah. What is it? Candle holder? I mean, you could use it as a candle holder. As long as the flame didn't actually get on the resin, you wouldn't want to get the flame directly on it. But it shouldn't, because it's got, you know, it's so thick. It does work with the colours, how to tell it wasn't intentional stuff. I mean, I don't know how much of that is like the colour difference of the camera. In real life it doesn't look all that great. Hopefully this one might be a little bit easier because it's got flat edges. As long as I don't... I've actually hurt myself on this mould before because the resin ends up with a bit of a lip on the edge there just because of the way resin works. And I have actually before, when I've been peeling this back, scraped my knuckles on it. I don't recommend that. Pro tips. Battery... Oh, actually... I'd have to check whether or not they fit. I have some of those. Oh, fuck knows where they are though. Actually, I think I might. I think I do. I have seen them recently, and I remember thinking to myself, "Oh, that's where they are." I think they might be in the wardrobe in the other room, actually. They're in a white cardboard box. I ordered a box of 10 of them. And he yawns a bit. Go to sleep, Bab. Go gets in your nest, take your stuffies. Has naps. Ugh. Hey, there we go. That one did the same thing, so we've kind of got the gradient of the glitters. That one actually looks better than the other one. But yeah, you can sort of see back there that it kept that kind of yellowed colour. But that's fine. I reckon if I had done the whole thing in that purple glitter, that would have looked good. That was the purple glitter and the purple glitter with the green bits in it. This is the problem with glitter though, is that it settles. Because the resin is like fine enough that it sinks. So you can't really have a one that has glitter all the way through it, because it just... gravity checks. I do like that mix of the glitter though. Took that 12 hours ago, so it's a week-ish. I just worry about your sleep schedule. It's going to end up wonkies. I mean, it sounds like it's already wonkies, but more wonkies. Now this one, really, if the alphabet had been the other way, then all the glitter would have settled. Oops. Well, that's on the floor now. So all the glitter would have settled on what would have been the front. So they kind of revert like the glitters at the back now. Which is fine, on something this small you can still see it, but yeah. The effect on the It's like, I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it, but like you can literally see that the glitter's settled. There's like the layer of glitter and then that. So what you'd really want for an alphabet one like this one is you would want the letters facing down. You'd want them to be mirrored / reversed, whatever. So that the side where everything sinks to would end up being the front. So like, see, at least with the C we can flip it around. So like, that's the what would normally be considered the back. And then we can look at that side, which is way more glittery. Actually, does that one show up better? The settling? You can literally see there's like a millimeter of glitter and then just resin. Hey Blushing! How doings? I think that's good to have more spread. Oh, it's not even about that. It's just the fact that that particular resin, it's actually a marine grade resin. It's meant for fiberglassing, and so it's highly viscous. No, viscous is thickness, so low viscosity. There we go. It's runny, basically. And it's runny so that the bubbles come out of it, which is good, but it means when you add things to it, there's nothing to sort of hold them back. They don't suspend in it, so... Well, this is what I feel you on that, babe. You should be resting now, birdie. Yes. Naps should be acquired. Oh, and this one. This one looks like it had a lot of glitter stay at the top. Actually, yeah, that one stayed fairly dispersed. I suspect that might be just because of the sheer amount of glitter that I put in it. I think this was the experimental one where I just kept adding and adding and adding and adding. It's very colourful though. And thick. Like, you couldn't really have that as a keychain. Which is what these were marketed as. It's like, how friggin... how huge must your keys be? Also the sparkle. Actually, the sparkle shows up better on that side. The holographic bits shows up better on that side. Sparkly. Sleepy, but graduating out. Kelly was. Oh no! You're just saying it better than train for the others. Aww. Poor Floof. What happened? If that's a thing that can be shared. Poor little guy. That's never fun. Thank goodness my two have never needed to be in a cone, because that would last all of about 5 seconds, and then they wouldn't be in a cone anymore. Ooh, there we go. That's an excellent example of the settling. So like, brown, glitter. That's how badly the colour of the thing did the thing. A millimeter of glitter and then the rest of it's just brown. Can't remember how I ended up with the brown. What I did for that one, I don't know. I don't recall. I'm gonna put all these back on the tray, just so they've got somewhere to be. There we go. Just to keep the desk clear. He was, oh, I'm sure it was one of the cat never let you get, yeah. Territorial little buggers. Again with the settling, although that one's more purple than the other one was. I feel like if I could like cut the back 2/3 of it off and just have that front bit, that would have been cool. I think that one was the same again. Yeah, I just had leftover of it, so I made a bunch. But again, the settling. The rallies piece for the that is good. Neuter. Yes. Spay or neuter your cats. /pets. Dogs do. These are the these ones, not those two, but these ones were the ones where I just kept adding more and more and more glitter. Which is kind of why they haven't settled quite as hard. They're still pretty dispersed. I would just need to deal with that little lip. So what happens is, as the resin cures, it shrinks ever so slightly. And so where the resin was like against the size of the container, it like stays curved up. If I remember rightly, and this is pushing my memory a bit, but I believe in like the science words, when you're talking about surface tension pulling at the container like that, I think it's called a meniscus. You'd see it with like water in a glass. That's how it comes up the sides of the glass just a tiny, tiny bit. Same thing with resin effectively, it holds on to the edge of the mold where it was. So if I was going to make something out of this, I would need to either like sand that off, or possibly add another, just a little bit of resin in the back, on the back of it, and spread it all out to like get rid of that lip. Because it's not like, it's not going to cut me or anything, but like it's not, if you were going to wear it say as a pendant or something, like that's going to rub against your skin and that's uncomfy. So here in Norway they do not do it with dogs. Oh really? Especially female dogs apparently have bigger surgery, so they do not easily do it, only if healthy and it's it. Oh, fair enough, I didn't know that. Because it's pretty, I mean yes, the neutering is an easier surgery, just generally, like it's less complicated. But yeah, they'll definitely do female spays still. That's interesting. Oh, that's right. These are the ones. Yep. These are the ones that I think had the clumps. Yeah, it did. They sank too. Those were the first two that I did. So, they're the ones that I mixed in some of this, and it did not work. And we ended up with like little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we ended up with like little blobbies because it didn't mix in. There's like little chunks in there, and again with this, that one settled, although not too much. There's still some suspended. That's a god-awful colour though. What a delightful shade of snot green. And then these were the ones where I was just adding more and more and more glitter to like the batch that was left. I had a cup of resin, I added a little bit of yellow glitter, poured a heart, added a little bit of green glitter, poured a heart, added a little bit of blue glitter, poured a heart. I think at some point I added some silver. I think that one there I added some gold. Or that was before I mixed more in, one of the two. I can't remember what order it was in. But this is literally all the same batch of resin, just with each one I added more glitter to it. That's actually these two here, they came out quite pretty. I think that's much the same mix that that big heart was out of actually. It's got some of that holographic silver in, which just really gives it that little bit extra. Shadies. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they exist now, so yay. Speckled chartreuse, exactly! Instead of, you know, globby. Sip of the beverage. That's... oh, I tried to look up that link before. And it didn't load. I shall have to try it again. Yes. Since all that, also it's understanding ways. Good learnings, it is! 'Tis learning by doing. Working out why things do what they do, how things do what they do. I don't think I've ever done. I think this mold is like not. I don't think I've ever managed to do this mold and actually have it go flat. It's not flat. Hydrates. I shall hydrates again. Hydrate complete. And a big stretch. Good news, my sternum has mostly stopped hurting from that coughing fit I had yesterday. Huzzah! I haven't been on saying when you mentioned what's happening before it happens. Yes. So that one, the glitter did settle a bit. And the only reason I say that is because, like, this, some of the glitter, like, floated. I don't know if we can sort of see, like, this is the underside, like this is the side that was down in the mold. And so it's fairly, like, uniform and stuff, and there's all resin, but this side, you can actually feel the glitter still. Because it didn't all, like, stay, like, it kind of floated. And so I can sort of see, and it's a really, like, it wouldn't matter, but, like, I can sort of see, like, just underneath it, there's a little bit of a gap between it and the glitter that's settled. I feel like that would actually, not this particular one because I don't know that you'd want black Christmas ornaments, but I feel like Christmas ornaments would be a cool thing to do out of that. Because then I could, like, do some vinyl cuts and put that on the front there. I think that'd look cool. Like a Christmas tree or something. Ideas. Ideas. Off I go to try to get some time to sleep. I hope you managed to get sleep, Spab. All of the good naps. If you get stuck, feel free to come back and hang about some more. If I'm still here. I don't remember what... Oh, yes I do. This is the nail polish one. Most of them were nail polish ones. This was the one that had that big chunky glitter in it. Good to know that it still cures. I suspected that it would. I have seen a YouTuber or two use nail polish in resin things. Or, no, I think they use them on resin things. And then did more resin over the top or whatever. But yeah, that's cured just fine. Probably after you bugger off? Yeah. I just realised the time, and yes, you're probably right. I do hope you manage some slips though. But yeah, Christmas ornaments. I could totally make... because I've got these 3. I'll have to check the mould box to see if I've got any more. But that'd be cool. You could do like, I'd do it with mica powder just so that the colour's a little bit more consistent. But totally make Christmas ornaments. Ooh, there's an idea. I like that idea. Good idea, chat. You're so clever. Skelly noggin. Ow. That bit was sharp. I think that one was also, yeah, that one was also the nail polish. I think that one was just the nail polish. But like, you can see how yellow the resin went. I really need to use the other, I do have another, like, set of resin. I was, because this was just like experiments, I didn't want to use my good resin, and so I just used my old one, which is yellowing quite a lot because I've had it forever. So, yeah. Different kind of Christmas ornament. Part time, we go out for groceries not long after 10 AM for me. Want to get done before the world conditions of people stressing to get done before the holidays. Oh yeah, Easter. 2 days of closed doors is a long time apparently, yes. Doors are open Saturday again, and then 2 more days of close. Yeah, that's I think that's mostly what's happening here too. Friday is shut, Saturday's normal. Sunday, I think, depends on the shop. And then Monday, like, Monday doesn't count as a like a retail holiday. The only 4 days that retail people are guaranteed, like, the shop is actually closed and you don't work. Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Anzac Day, Good Friday. They're the only 4. And so Friday is the only day that everything's guaranteed to be shut, and people are still freaking out about it. It's like, dude, they'll be open again on Saturday. Calm down. I don't get how people get quite very up and panicking about still closing for. Yeah, exactly. I think there are people who are like, if it was up to them, it would be open literally all year. I'm sorry, I've just realised that this mould has stuff all over it. Tissues. These are the ones that I did the mica powder. And so the mica powder is still on the mould. And I don't really want to get it all over my fingers. Partly just because I don't want to transfer it onto other shit, and also because my nails look really good. I don't want to ruin them. I really need to... I have a roll of like really crap paper towels sitting on my kitchen bench, and I bemoan every single time I use them because they're really thin and shit. I should really bring them over here and just use them for crafting. Keep the good ones for food. Go out there planning a whole week of grocery shopping. Yeah, same! Exactly right. Like, to this day, Mama Quirky only goes once a week. She's got her pen and paper list that lives on the kitchen bench. And the list has, like, categories, sections. And, oh wait, these have holes in. That's why they're not popping out. There we go. And, like, I don't know what those sections are, but Mama Quirky knows what those sections are, and that's the important bit. Also, that came out quite pretty. Lost most of the effect of the glitter though, like that's how glittery that resin was. But you know what, that kind of works. I'm gonna do, at some point I would like to do, I've got some jars, and I want to try and do little like under the sea, kind of like do a layer of sand, maybe some rocks and seashells and stuff, maybe some coral and seaweed and things, and just to make like an ocean sort of diorama inside of a jar. That's what I made the shells for. I think I had some other oceany bits as well. Oh yeah, they're on the other tray. Let's see how much. Whoops. Hey! Dang it. That's on the floor. Pointy side up, of course. Ah. Interesting. See, from the top of it, you would think that it's like there's so much glitter. It's weird how that looks so different to what the actual inside of it looks like. I find it interesting how evenly that one dispersed, though. I did not. I would fucking love to, though. These are just little diamonds. Little crystal sort of shapes. I would love to make dice. Oh, that'd be so fun. I don't have any molds, though. And I know you can buy like pre-done molds, I just know that if I fall down that rabbit hole, I'm not coming back. When did we come today? It was crazy already. Yeah. I put in an order for delivery, and I wanted to get it Friday morning, so that it doesn't interfere with stream things. So, because it totally didn't occur to me that there wouldn't be any deliveries happening on Friday. I'm just like, what do you mean Friday is completely sold out? Oh, right. I'm like, you spanner. I keep forgetting that Easter's a thing. But surprisingly, I was able to get one of the $2 windows for tomorrow. I was fully expecting tomorrow to be sold out. Tomorrow being Thursday, for those in the future. This is why I take my medication, change clothes, then we'll go to the stores. Yep. Get it out of the way, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. Let's take one like it's pendulum. Yeah. I really want to make dice. I really want to make dice. Oh no. This is another one that's got mica powder all over it, so I might have to go wash my hands afterwards. We'll see. Have cream eggs on a really large. Ooh. Fairpelly! Hello! How doings? Ooh. I need to be careful actually, because kind of out of habit I'm wiping my hands on my shirt, and I'm actually wearing one of my nice shirts today. I forgot to change. And I kept forgetting though, like, see what happens is, I know that Easter is coming. I don't know when it is, I mean I do now, I know it's this weekend, but like for up until now, I've known that Easter is coming. And then what would happen is that the Easter eggs start disappearing for the shops, and I'd be like, oh, Easter has been. Totally forget the intervening bit of, you know, Easter actually existing. Ooh. You know, when I was putting the, when I was using that mica powder to coat that, I was a bit like question mark over the colour. It's a, I forget the brand, but the colour's called Mink. And it's kind of this like brown purpley green thing. And I was a bit unsure, I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but that looks awesome. That colour's fantastic for an under the ocean. Okay, that's still a little bit tacky. Can't remember what nail polish I put into that. Dungas also, I give Huggles. Yay, Huggles! Big hugs. But my chocolate hugs was it? Yes! What a caramel, but they were sold out. I might have included hot cross buns in my order that's coming tomorrow. One traditional fruit and one apple and cinnamon. I think they had a deal on when I originally ordered it, because I started the basket the other day, but Coles changes on Wednesdays, so I think they weren't actually on special anymore, but I bought them anyway. Last chance, you know, last chance. Until next Boxing Day. Trying to get these out without touching the front too much, but it's a bit tricky. There we go. So the kind of brown that's coming through of the resin, I don't remember why that was a thing. Like, what did I put in that mix that caused them to be brown? But the front with the colours on, that turned out way pretty. Because I did what's called a cold cast. where you coat the inside of the mold with pigment, in this case mica powder, and then when you put the resin in, it sticks to it all and pulls it all out, so you can see there that the mold part of the molds are actually pretty clean. But yes, seashells. Yay. Also, yes, kookaburra time. Just in case that's coming through on the thing. Dumb question, what do you do with the little ones? The little seashells and stuff? I'm hoping to do some little ocean, like under the sea, sort of diorama things. And so they're gonna go, like, they're gonna rest, like, on the sand. The bottom layer. At least that's vaguely my vision. I haven't actually, like, it's really planned it out too hard yet, so could be that I don't end up using them, but I'm giving myself the options. This has got so much glitter. Ah. I don't want to touch the mold. Beans! Beans! I think that one was a glitter cold cast, if I remember right. I think I just used the black nail polish in the resin. Beans. Oh, that's right. I did use the black because I was trying to do all the interference colours. That's actually really trippy. You can see the glitter coming through, but it's also got like a surface going on. That was the purple, I think. Or was that the purple that I fucked up? I can't remember. Oh, the blue one. Oh my god, the blue one. Look at that. Ah, that's pretty. I like the blue. And again, like the glitter is coming through. The glitter of the resin is coming through a little bit, but it's mostly blue. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's the purple. Okay, that's the purple that got fucked up. Because I think there was still a little bit of resin or a little bit of moisture or something inside the mold when I put the powder down, and so it like really screwed it up quite badly. So that's why that one looks really janky, but that's the purple colour. That's really nice. The colour's nice, not so much the... And then... what was this one? Oh wait, no, that one was the blue. I can't remember what I did anymore. I think one of them was the interference blue, and then the other one I think was meant to be the duo blue-green or something like that. They look quite similar though. This one's a slightly richer colour, but it's much of a muchness. I love the beans, they're so cute. Sparkles! They're nice indeed, they're so cute. I need to smooth the backs off because, like, you can see on that one it's done the lip thing quite badly. Yeah, but let's get to our rules here. Is there a chartreuse one? Not in the paws. I did do a chartreuse heart though. Do you make them into keyrings? I haven't done resin in ages. I just picked out some molds that I thought were cute. I could make them into keyrings, I guess. I don't know. Are they not too big? Like, you know, that's a pretty chunky keyring right there. Are people into that? I don't know. I could though. I'd probably end up doing another coat on the back just to like clean that up and get rid of that lip. And then I guess I could just like put an eyelet into the edge there and yeah. Could work. Frickin' gravity. I don't know where it went. It landed and then it bounced. I still can't see where it went. Good gosh. Hopefully it's not under the shelves, because that would be really annoying. Might have though. Might have skidded under there. I can't move my chair. There's not enough room here to move the chair. I shall have to look for it later. Get out from under there, please. There we go. Random scrap of paper. Yep, I can't see it at all. I'm guessing it's flown under the shelves. That's annoying. Still be within reasonable size, I think, for a keyring. Fair enough. I'm not against it or anything like that. It's just like, it's bigger than I would personally use for keyring, and so I'm like, would anybody else use it? Because, like, if so, I'm all for that. As long as the mica powder on, I need to clean them before I put them away. So I don't forget. Plus portability increase average. Really? Oh. It loves the purple and the green best. Wait, which one's the green one? Oh, that one. So from the angle that I'm on, that doesn't look green. But I can see it on the stream now. Yeah, that is coming out green. That's the one that I covered in the mink colour. That one, and which one are we saying is purple? This one? That one. That one's the one that I messed up. Which is unfortunate, because the colour does actually look quite good, it's just the powder's gone all screwy. I would totally do that one again though. Doesn't look too heavy either relative to size. I mean, I'd have to weigh it, but I think the pause set, I think they took something like 10 grams each, maybe 15 grams each. Like, it's not a whole lot at all. Didn't actually have any soft football attached to mine for a while, but stitching came. Research came out again and gave up reset. But the purple one looks good on screen. Yeah. I'd take a photo and share it, but yeah. What happened was that the mold had, I think I must have like dripped a little bit of resin into it, or it had moisture in or something. So when I've gone to dust it with the powder, it got all like clumpy and it's horrible. So I would totally use that pigment again, because that pigment's gorgeous, but just that particular one, it ended up all like patchy and shit. Ivana B! Hello, Tanifer! These are snugglies. Somebody left out glitter bombs for you earlier, Ivana. I might have forgotten who it was, I'm sorry. But yes, I shall have to clean all those molds, especially the ones with glitter and mica powder on them. Messy. Maybe people who attach them to their zippers on back. Ooh! There's an idea. Bag, pendant, zipper. Zipper pulls, that's the word. Zipper pulls. That's potential. Oh, it was Bert. That's right, it was Bertie. Birdie left glitter bombs for the Ivana. Now, I'm gonna swap to doing a little bit of this. And I know I took a break an hour ago, but I kind of need to take another quick break again. So I'm just gonna take a little, it's just a little one. I felt it was a bit for it's almost 4 hours. Gosh, you must have needed it. That's good though, sleeps are good. Have sleeps. Okay, give me like just like 5 minutes. Shell returns. I do. I want cat laces or something. What? I do somewhere have a push drill, and I'm pretty sure I've got a large packet of like screw-in eyelets. So I possibly could convert those into some kind of thingamabob. I need to put, would it be a keyring? I'd probably use a keyring. Like a split ring. Although I suppose if you're going to use it as a zippable, you could probably use a, like one of those spring-loaded ones. Thinkies. All the ideas. What did I get up to? Good naps. Good nappies, but it's like helps me. But small was getting bad. That had a zipper that was giant, so I suppose was as the actual. Oh yeah, the like kids' school bags to make it easier to use. Wait for someone to just put him on the spokes of your bike. Heck yeah! Just watch them flinging around, and like everyone is a different colour. Just watch them whizzing around the thing there. Why not? Okay. Scrap-ish card. And I'm thinking I'm going to come in with a acrylic block. I do have a stamping platform thingy, but I think that might be a little bit too finagly for what we're doing. So I think, what was I saying before? That part goes together, those parts go together, those parts go together. That bit goes with him, and then we've got the two leaves. So I think it's these four. Size-wise, that looks about right. That'll fit in there, that'll fit in there, and that's the middle. Maybe. Also, Ivana, look at this pretty shade of blue. It's called suede shoes. It's very pretty. Actually, I have several shades of blue that are quite pretty, but that's the shade you'd probably like best. I've also got one called Something Borrowed, and I've got dress blues. Lighter and darker. Now it's great. It's happy when these arrived. It's because it's not sealed in plastic. Like, it's got a sleeve thing to hold it all in, but like, this is how it came. I've just realized that each of the individual inks is like sealed up. Fuck's sake. So much plastic, and I hate it. Gotta go change clothes and head out to your school. Take care of your health. Good luck, Blushing! Stay safe and whatnot. A tray of resin things up there and balance it precariously upon the pile of molds so that I can get to the bin. Ooh. Take care and good luck, Blushing. Yes. Actually, I might go for bigger scissors than that because they'll be easier to use. I'm just going to go ahead and do the stabby part. Because I'm hoping after that I can just kind of rip it off. So these inks are dye based, so they're the same as my Simon Hurley ones in that sense. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether I'm just having bad luck with it or whether it's just not the right ink for me or whatever, but the oh, it's not sealed at the ends. Okay, cool. Simon Hello, I don't know. I can't seem to stamp with them. I can't seem to blend with them. So I don't know. They don't work for me, I guess. So I researched and I researched and I researched, and a couple of the YouTubers that I follow use these ones and highly recommend them. And so I was like, And then I managed to find somewhere in Australia that sells them, so I was like, yeah, go on. Actually, I'm just going to really quick do that for all of them. Because I don't actually know which colours I'm going to want to use, so... I'll give myself all of them. And these are the mini ink pads, so they're the smaller versions, because I wasn't sure, you know, whether I was going to like the colours, whether I was going to like the formula, like whatever. But you can actually get full-size versions for all these colours. Probably not going to bother with that though. Not until I win Lotto and have an entire craft room that I can put all my shit in. So I have somewhere to store them. Because these are the... where are my Simon Hurley ones? These are the... oops. They're the Simon Hurley ones. That's the size of the ink pad, and then that's how that compares. And I just do not have room for a whole nother brand of ink in the full-size pads. All the plastic here. I'm sorry, do I need to mute? I can mute for the next minute or two. They seem sizable enough. Yeah, I mean they're not like they're small compared to a full-size pad, but like they're adequate. Oh, it feels more precise, easier to dabble with. Yeah. And because the other thing is too is that the ink pad itself actually sits up a fair ways from the plastic base. You can see there like how thick that is. Whereas with these other ones, not as much. So it's still up a bit, but not as much. They're also a different kind of pad. I believe these ones are felt pads. I think, yeah. These ones are felt pads, and so they're prone to getting distorted. Like they don't sit flat, which is a real pain in the ass when you're trying to ink things. Like if you've got like a stamp, and you're going like that to get it all over, and like it's, you know, not the whole thing is making contact. Whereas these ones, I believe they're foam based, and so you can sort of see like how like smooth and consistent it is, like the surface of it. So that's nice. Another advantage to it, I guess. And I've already got an ink on the inside of the lid. Good job, me. Now, I don't yet know what colours I'm going to use, but I'm just going to put this little sleeve back on. There we go. If it does that for anything, not a strong bond to things unless other soft material. Yep. It just doesn't, it's not firm enough. Like you can get dense foams, dense felts. But it just doesn't have the same feel, I don't think. And because the those other ones that I stamp with my Versafines, my Versafine Clairs, so they have a foam pad as well, and same thing. They're like the surface of them is very flat. So I'll mute for this bit. Hang on. Okay, the plasticky stuff is done. Speaking of, I remember Mother Oz has a Christmas ornament reindeer I made when I was really small Oz, and that has felt small Oz attached to the back then, and still attached to this day. Yes. I mean, in that kind of use case, yeah, that's fine. But for a thing like an ink pad that you're going to be like putting pressure against it, that's the tricky bit. It's what am I sticking where? I can't answer that while I'm live. I mean, what? Hi, Simon. Are you returned? Okay, so do I have more? I do have more acrylic blocks, but they're not on the shelf where that one was. What did I do with all my acrylic blocks? I do have acrylic plates. I don't know where my acrylic blocks are. Maybe I put them in one of the boxes with the ink. I don't know. For some reason I had offcuts of 3mm acrylic and I don't know why. But they will also work. I had other... Wait, are they in here? No. Are they in the other box where the inks live? I am, but now disappearing again because I have fun. Bye, Simon! God, this box smells awful. I don't know why the Versafine Clairs have a different smell. I literally thought I saw one from the outside. I guess I did not. Oh, I did. It's underneath. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's a little one as well, so that will be helpful. Okay, cool. I've got one more somewhere that's a really big one, but I can't see it. It'll be fine. Section of craft process compartments for the acrylic pieces. Oh, no. Looking at the size of them, I think possibly I was trying to use them as plates for my Gemini cutter. Because they look like they're 3x6. Oops. Yeah, they are. I think I was trying to make replacement plates for my Gemini cutter, but I don't think these worked. Because I don't have a lot of 3mm acrylic. Most of my acrylic is 1.5. So I would have been specifically cutting that for something. I think that's what it was. And then I think when it didn't work, I just relegated them to stamp block status. Okay, so we've got 4 pieces. And 3 of the pieces are the flower bit, and then 1 bit is the center bit. So presumably center bit will use yellow. So I think then I kind of want to go with the blue. Not just because Ivana's here, but might be involved. Blue and blue and blue. Hopefully I remember which one goes in which set. There's vaguely like a light, a medium, and a dark set, so I can sort of see where they go. Okay, we'll start with the big one. Grab that like that. And then I think, which way should it go? I'm thinking light to dark. So like the big bit will be the light one and then move, yeah. I think that's going to be the way to go. But pretty purple, I mean I can do that next. Flowery bits! Giggles. First part of purple, it's true. What are we doing now is putting away rest of shopping and getting gnomes ready. One of the stamp sets that I got was this one. And it's like flowers, but like it's made out of like, it's meant to look like stitches. So it's meant to look like embroidery kind of thing, which I find really cool. And I want to try it, so I'm trying it. And I'm also trying out these inks. Because these are brand new inks to me. These are Catherine Pooler ones. And I haven't used them yet. I was literally just taking them out of the packaging, so now we're testing for sciences. Because I don't know how these are going to go. The stamps or the inks. To make use of me. Oh, the bluebells, yes! I don't think these are technically bluebells, but that's right. They're going to be blue flowers and they're going to be beautiful. Just like Ivana B. Wow, I tapped on there so lightly. That came up really good. That's another thing I kept hearing about these ink pads. Like, I did not buy the refills for these. I just bought the ink pads. It's because there's one particular lady who I follow on YouTube and she recommends them. Amy's Wares is the channel, and she's constantly saying about how the ink pads are really juicy. And holy shit, she was right. That's a lot of ink up in there. Can I get a second generation one out of that? Probably. Oh yeah. Third. 3 times the charm. Kind of. Juicy indeed. Clean that off of there. At some point I need to get some stamp cleaner. Let's go here, heavy things to watch after the... Ooh! Glitters! Glitters. Okay, I need to... That's that way up. I don't know whether the orientation of this matters too hard. Like... Surely I could put it just about anywhere. I don't know if there's any particular way that this is intended. Like, I'm kind of looking at it and thinking, like, is the orientation that they... Whoops. That's on my fingers now. My fingers are blue. I hit the edge of the ink pad. Good job, me. Okay, so that's like, that's that orientation there, right? So if we... meant to go that way? I should have put them on separate parts of the block. Like that. That kind of, I don't know. Is it meant to match? Actually, I think it is meant to match. Wait a minute. Ah. It's meant to be shading. Right. Okay, cool. So there is an orientation. Also, may have strawberry. What? I hope you brought enough to share with the class. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I managed not getting. I mean, telling that's. Ah, it's impossible. It wasn't a matter of if; it was a matter of when. So I think a bit hard to see. If I was gonna do this like more, I'd do it in my stamping tool, but oh yeah, there we go. That is the right way. There is a right way because the gaps match. I love that I'm getting 3 out of it. Just with the one ink, like I didn't have to re-ink it, it was just there. I need to spray that with a little bit of water later, but that's fine. And then this one. Gonna be the same sort of, yeah, and sort of see where it goes there. There's like a, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's like a indent bit there, and there's an indent bit. I didn't line that one up very well, but just eyeballing it, not bad. Get confused with those stamps. Do the inside first and then the outside. Ah, good point. I wonder if I should have started with the middle. Ooh, you got me thinking now. I just grabbed the biggest one first because I thought with the spacing, like I didn't want to mess up the spacing. But you could totally, yeah, you could do it the other way. I feel like it depends on the stamp set. Like this one, it probably doesn't matter too hard. Especially using dye ink, because they're just going to like sit on each other anyway. I feel like if you were using something like a distress oxide, you'd definitely then order would matter. There. I don't know, I've got that whole gap down that side, and I don't know if that's right. It's lining up with everything though, so I feel like maybe that's is intended. That third one's a bit eh. But for a 3rd gen stamp, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And then I think this one here is meant to be intended as the center. Yeah. And I'm thinking I want a yellow. I'll go with this one. The other one's a bit pastel-y. Oh gosh, that's more orange than I thought it was. Hang on. Okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought. That's more orange than I thought it was. Da, da, da. Is that ink easier to clean off if we're to swap colours? I mean, it's coming off not badly. Like, there's a little bit... I can still see there's a little bit of blue on there, but it's pretty good overall, I think. Looks okay. So what inks are they? They're Catherine Pooler is the brand. I guess we're saying, yeah. The I don't know what the words are. Like the Catherine Pooler is the brand, and then she's got two collections: Party Collection and Spa Collection. All three of these are from the Party Collection because they're the quite nice, like bright colours, and that's I'm totally into that. The Spa ones are a little bit more like softer and muted and stuff, which is fine. They're lovely colours. It's just not my first preference. And then within the two collections, so Party Collection and Spa Collection, they've got sets. And so the three sets that I have are called Luxe, Carnival, and Life of the Party. Ah, see, that's more what I intended, really. More of a yellow. I think I like the yellow better to go with the blue. Might be biased because I'm an Eagles fan, but oh well. Also, we lost so hard over the weekend. Oh, we did. We were going all right for the first like 3 quarters. It was not terrible, and then yeah, we had so many injuries. We lost like, I think we ended up losing like 7 players. So the fact that we own... Oh, I didn't line that up very well. The fact that we managed to hold on for 3 quarters is actually pretty good, really. Okay, that one hasn't hung on as hard as the blues did. I'm going to restamp those because they came out really blotchy and not great. There we go. This is cute. Can I redo this one? We're gonna end up filling it in by accident, but that's alright. Oh no, that's fine. That's cute. I like it. Totally see you doing like a full scene kind of thing with those ones, I reckon. Where did you get them? I'd have to check. It's not a website I've bought from before, I don't think. I think it was called Craft Giraffe? Or Crafty Giraffe? Something like that. I don't believe I've ordered from them before. Because I just googled for where I could get these ink pads from and they popped up. Life of the Party sounds bold and bright. I mean, all 3 of them are, but yes. It's that set there. Which is this one. That's kind of the lighter set, sort of. So that's that set there. So that's those ones. And then this one was that one. That's the Carnival set. And then the Luxe set is that one over there, which is kind of the dark one. Just based on this, like 5 minutes of of this, I'm liking them so far. Already significantly better than the ones I had before. Really crafting me tonight. Looks good. I'd apologise, but I'm not sorry. And so then, kind of wish I'd left myself space, but oh well. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do that. We'll do... Can I do one with just the one set? I could probably do, actually, yeah, I could probably do that one first. I think I need to clean my stamps just a little bit more. Those are colours that are not going to play nice together if we cross-contaminate. Something have an urge to label book so you could back in the same spot to keep the colour. Is that yes, I will be doing that after stream with my label maker. Like, I need to go through and label the word dies, because I don't want to have to like stare at them and figure out what they say every time I want to use them. And just while I've got it out, I'll make labels for all of those and put it in the thing. Yes, that's the plan. Although what I could do, actually I'd probably do both. What I could do is cut out a piece of card that fits that space, and then just like take the ink and oops, just like get it out, and then just like that, so that I have a visual of what the colour is as well, and then put the label on it. Hope you don't mind me asking where you get everything. No, that's totally fine. Ask away. If I know where I've gotten it from, I will absolutely tell you. There are going to be times that, you know, I've had a thing for so long that I don't remember where I got it. There's going to be times of... Unfortunately, I do know that I have a few that... that I got from AliExpress that shouldn't have been purchased from AliExpress, unfortunately. You know, it's the sort of the meme, I guess, of, you know, copyright infringement doesn't exist in China. Not an attitude that's good, but yeah. So I do have a few that like they should have come from legitimate sources and they didn't. But yeah, if I like know and remember where I bought something from, absolutely, I will share. Not a problem at all. I like the 7 steps. It's not too dark or too light. Yeah, the oh, hang on. The that one. I'm surprised. Wait a minute. Where'd that come from? Ink splotches. I don't know. Yeah, I literally just took the stamp and just stamped it 3 times. That's the second one. That one is a little bit too rich, I think. I mean, it's nice. I like it. That one came. That was a little bit too washed out, I think. Those two were the ideal. Okay, let's see if we can do... I'm gonna, just for the sake of not having to mess about between the 3 different sets, I'm gonna try and do these 3 colours. Except it's gonna be in that order. Pushed a little bit hard then. I've got ink on the block, but I don't care about that. That's fine. Is that an okay? Oh! Wait. No, that'd be wonky. I thought maybe that gap was intended for the stem, but it's kind of on the wrong side, really. Oh, we could do it that way, though. Let's see how that goes. I'll do that, and then I'll grab another piece and stamp off, because I don't want to waste the ink. Actually, no, that's the dodgy bit I was using before. There we go. I'll just do 2. Wow, that one didn't come out great. Carry on, we'll see how it goes. I think he's like Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, yep. One's too dark, and one's too light, and one's just right. So I did that way, so that needs to go Supposedly the idea with these sets of inks is that they are all meant to go together. Yeah, that kind of works. I don't know, sometimes I look at the colour combos and I think, you know, that shade of pink is too purple and that shade of pink is too red and they don't match and what? That could just be me though. It's probably just me. Is that going that way? Yeah. That's one thing I'm gonna put in the con column. I do wish these, like the container bit, was a little bit easier to open with one hand. That's a bit nitpicky though, so that's just me really. I'm glad that they're not the sort that's gonna like fall off easily though. So it's both a blessing and a curse. Ooh, that one came out brighter on the... Oh, interesting. What's those? No, that's not their order they were in. That was there. That's that one. And then I want to do the stems. Do I want to do... Because I've got like this kind of stem with the little bits. See, that's... That'll put one at the top of there though. Don't want one at the top of there. I could just leave off inking that one. Or I could do this one over here. I feel like that's not intended for it either, since it's just leaves. I think I'll do this one, but I'm gonna not ink that top one. Or at least try not to. Put that on the end there like that. So that'll go there like that. And then just flip that over and do that like that. So that'll come in like that, but hopefully not touch the other bit. I think I'll do... I'm going to do this darker green for the stem and then the lighter green for the leaves. I could do it all one colour, but we're sciencing. Does the stem have to be filling there? A partial stem I think would be neat. Oh yeah, you wouldn't have to do the whole thing. It would be totally fine. Nice. Oh, I forgot to do the center. Oops. Got distracted with my leaves. Actually, the second one of that one was, I think, was the better one than that one. I do like that colour though. Deck the halls. Really lovely, rich, deep green. So we're going to do that, and then got the little flowery pieces. But I just want to do the bottom four, I don't want to do the top one. So I'm going to grab, this is actually just a scrap piece of release paper that I literally picked up off the floor earlier. I'd use a post-it note, but I don't know where I put them. Oh wait, no, I see it, I see it, I see it. They're under here. Ah. not in the spot I'd usually leave them, that's why. So now what I can do, just going to take a little piece of the sticky bit. Don't have to use the sticky bit, but I don't know, feels like it'd be easier. And we're just going to go like that. And then this one. Yeah, come on. And then I'm going to ink it. Oops. Totally got it all over the stamp then, but that's fine. And then we take that off. So now that one's not inked. That top one. Although the whole middle of it is, which looks a bit sparse, but it'll be fine. Up there. Yes. Oops. Ah, where'd that bit of ink come from? My hands. Of course. Ah, dear. Shouldn't have left that ink pad there like that. Actually, I don't know. For some reason, I'm liking the second one better. I mean, they're both. I like both, but I don't know. With the colours just not being quite as strong, I think that's kind of works. Question is, what would I do with them after that? I mean, presumably if I was using these, I would stamp them directly down on the card base. You know what I'd probably end up doing with the one with the leaves on? I'd probably do a little bit of stamp surgery and actually cut off that top one. Because that wouldn't hurt. Oh, I still need to do the centers. Wait a minute. Yeah, stick with that one. Limoncello. Which I think was the one I used before. Prefer the dark one, but the later stem seems more natural. Yeah, I think what it is with this one is that dark green is just too dark compared to this. I think if I had used that green for the stem and then a lighter green again for the leaves, that would have been perfect. Here it is. I like it. I'm so glad I bought that mix bag. I'm so glad I received that in that mix bag. What a fun little stamp set. Damn Kirky, after seeing you on the front page 3 times, if you could just come in. Hello! I was, yes. Showcase. Thingamabob. But yes, hello! How are you doing today? before I lose any of the bits. There we go. Cool. Because they didn't come with dyes. I don't know whether there exists matching dyes to go with those, but I kind of want to cut them out. Just to see how that goes, you know. Not too bad. Still breathing. Excellent. I generally recommend that. Let's see if I can. I'm not very practiced at doing fussy cutting. Most of the time I feel like it's too much effort, but I don't know. Kind of want to try it. Although really this cardstock's probably a little bit too heavy for it. That's okay, we're learning. Just to get a little bit of the bulk off of that. Good on the bit, yes. Thoroughly recommend you continue to do that. It's not really ideal if you don't. I'm doing a very poor job of this. I think a slight part of the problem is how thick the cardstock is. It's not particularly flexible, so like as I move it around it's not really moving very much. At times if the knife like users make that job easier. Quite possibly. There's a YouTuber that I follow, Dark Horse Workshop, and I've seen them use a ceramic swivel tool. I think that's more for doing the like debossing the designs into it and stuff, but yeah, similar sort of premise. I think that would be interesting. Try something like that. I mean, I do have a scalpel style blade. That might have been easier for me to use, just because I'm a little bit more sort of familiar with it, I guess. I'm just not really used to doing this kind of motion. Like, the muscle memory isn't there. Because logically I know what you're meant to do is use your dominant hand for the scissors and just do this motion. And then you just move the cardstock to accommodate. But I'm not used to that, so it's tricky. Yes, it's crow time. I mean, not terrible. Smaller scissors might make it easier. Yes, you're probably correct. These are not the most ideal scissors. They're too stiff. I hate fussy cutting. Yeah. If I had a matching die, I would absolutely use that instead. Partially got so that already for standing so that style of thing, yeah. Is that the most just fit? No! Bad. You take my dressmaking scissors and use them for anything other than dressmaking, I will murder you with them. Not that I feel strongly about it or anything. Go for a cafe, exactly knife, yeah, okay, but underneath mental soft scissors. Yes. See that's I could do that. Something like I've got one of these, oops, style of one. Scalpel kind of hobby knife kind of thing, and then I've just got the regular old Stanley knife. And then I do have one of the big heavy metal ones that's like the box cutter style, but yeah. Cutting mat. Oh my god, crows, shut the fuck up. I could be due for a new blade on this though. I haven't changed it for a while. Oh no, that's not too bad. I think the curves is trickier though. You have to do more of a broad sort of sweeping kind of cut rather than anything with too much finesse. I should probably, actually that's the wrong angle for that. I should be doing it so that the design is on the left so I can actually see it. You know how to hear a crowing and have it followed by the sound of it. Oh no. Stanley, no, you have that still. Yes. I asked Stanley very nicely. I guess that's because of Stanley from the shed. Stanley Yell Knights. Ah! Holes! Yes. Yell Knights shall be forever cursed until they carry a Zamboni up a mountain. At least I think that's the name. Zamboni? I've read the book and seen the movie. The movie was. It really was! It really was. And you know, I'm always worried when a movie gets made out of a book because I'm worried they're gonna fuck it up. But I think they actually did really well on that one, so good on them. I probably should have snapped off a new blade to attempt this with because I'm kind of shredding the paper a little bit, but as a science, not bad. I guess the advantage to this method is that you can get finer points because you can sort of get in there a little bit better. You can't really get a good concave cut with a pair of scissors. Pros and cons. I feel like it depends on the shape. Like around the flower, the Stanley knife for sure, because that gives you nice sort of points and stuff. But around the leaves, trying to get those like little curves was harder. I probably should have leaned into the pointy bit and just like gone for that shape. Not bad though. I love that stamp set. Oh my god, I'm so happy with it. This is see, I was glad. This is why I wanted to get a random bag of stuff, so that I'm not constantly, you know, sticking with my comfort zone, I guess. Branch out into other things. Very nice. So now I have flowers. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I have them. So, yay. Cool. I'm hungry. I'm going away now. I need noms. And when I went to the post office this morning and picked up the shinies from the post office, I got bread rolls. I'm going to be having burgers in bread rolls for the dinners. Very good. Aww! Black cat's on the bed and he's got his paws crossed. Oh. Wait. Shh. Mr. Fancy Pants. Being all posh and stuff. Okay. Good. I would like to go over there. I'm gonna go look over there anyway, so I'm taking you with me. Let's go see Sandwin. Diablo 3. Thanks for an interesting stream. You're welcomes. Apologies to your wallet. Shady hello. But yes. Thank you for the craftage. You are welcome. I appreciate everybody sitting through 2 hours of me just talking about shit I bought. But now we know what all of the good stuff is and we can... Yes. I can think about new ideas for things. Yes. Slash rate, there we go. I wondered why it wasn't kicking in. I hadn't hit enter. It's fine. Thank yous everybody for coming and hanging about. I shall see you guys tomorrow over on Geek. It's mechanical mastery stuff. We're into the endgame things now. I don't know how much I want to get into that, but we'll see. Be good. If you can't be good, be crafty. Catch you later, everybody. Bye.
There we go. Sorry. This is torment.
Alright, everybody down. This is a raid.
Is that quirky? It's quirky, isn't it? Alright.